You can watch Wolves versus Liverpool on Now TV for just €10. So what's stopping you? Putting up more Christmas decorations? Your house already looks like Santa's grotto. A family party? Your Aunt Mary has seen you 4 times this week already. What a fixture! Don't let anything get in your way. To treat yourself to a Now TV Sky Sports Day Pass and watch the games that matter to you for just €10, search Now TV Football today. Content streamed by internet. Full terms at nowtv.com.
Everyone, stop! The show's about to start. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of No Conduct Radio. Tonight we are taking questions from females to males, so that is what we're doing. I also want to point out next week we are going to be on vacation, so next week we're going to be playing the most listened to show of 2018. So that's what it's going to be, a replay of that most listened to show of 2018, and then we'll be back again in the new year, 2019. I can't believe it's already 2019. That's really, this year, it wasn't as bad as 2017, because 2017 just felt like everything bad was happening in that year. But this year did go by pretty daggone fast. So anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm actually not in the studio because I was stuck in traffic, and I kind of feel weird that I can't see who's on the line, who's calling in, or whatever's going on in the studio. It feels weird to me. But anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? Because everybody's all quiet.
Good.
Yeah, well, I'm here, Kai. I heard Logic puffing back there a moment ago. Is BJ okay? I guess we're all here.
Yeah,
Logic's the one actually in the studio, so he has the upper hand right now. That's where I heard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty.
So did you see the horror of the new live action Aladdin cast?
Oh my God!
No, I ain't see that. Oh yeah,
you haven't seen BJ? Prepare yourself.
I ain't seen.
Prepare yourself.
Mm.
Well, I like the cartoon, but I didn't know they're doing the actual live.
Is that the
same thing?
Yeah. Wow.
I know about the cartoon.
They've been saying that for a while that they were going to do it.
I guess they kind of Lion King.
DJ, prepare yourself for seeing Will Smith as the genie.
What? Oh God.
Yeah, Will Smith as the genie, and he's dressed up. He kind of looks like Damon Wayans' character from In Living Color when they was acting like the gay guys.
Oh my God, that would be horrible. Man.
Oh man!
He
wow.
He has this little
two guys
like,
on film. That's crazy.
It's crazy. And then what's that?
You keep going in and out for some reason. You keep cutting in and out. I was going to say, you remember that little tuft of Logic, or can y'all hear him fine? He keeps going in and out for me. I can hear him fine, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Des.
No, I was saying he had a little fez on his head like Damon Wayans had as that character. And since it's Will Smith, now we know that the genie will be rapping in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, they said they were bringing a flair of hip hop to the movie.
Nah.
Why? Why?
I'll think of watching The Lion King then.
Oh my goodness! I'll just go back to the cartoon, the animation, okay? Because I mean, why would they change the format? Not the format, but just the concept. Everything doesn't have to have hip hop included. No, I know it's the most popular music that's played in clubs and it sells well, and now it's the whole trap music movement. But really, I mean, can they just leave it well enough alone?
First of all, my first question is, who says hip hop?
Who says?
I don't.
Didn't you just say hip hop? Hip hop.
Well, I'm just saying, but I'm saying that's what they say. But I'm saying, in reality, who the hell walks around saying hip hop?
People who
that's actually what it is. That's what they say. Even rappers can say they're hip hop.
No. If you follow rap culture from the beginning, they never called it hip hop. It was rap. That's what it was. That's why you call it rap.
Well, yeah, that's true. I just say rap. Yeah.
Hip hop was used by people that didn't understand the rap culture and called it hippity hoppity music, and it just got shortened to hip hop. And some
I've heard that.
Decided that they was gonna adopt that moniker. But anyway, I don't care about that. My thing is that it's ridiculous. First of all, that Disney is going back and doing live actions to movies they've already released. So I'm already keeping the hustle. You know what I mean? You're reselling.
The Lion King worked, but I mean that worked with the Lion King. I think it did when it opened in New York, and then it's.
Lion King never came out yet.
Are you talking about the play?
No, I'm talking about the play. I thought you guys meant like you just do a play or something.
We're talking about Lion King, the movie.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay, I get it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that really sounds cheesy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of a live performance play, but that's been done plenty of times with, cartoons or animated movies. Okay, so now I'm picturing something even more stupid than I ever imagined. So why would they do that? It was. I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Somebody take the wheel right now because it just sounds like it's not a great idea. Now that I'm processing what you guys are saying.
Go with the wheel so someone else can take it.
Whatever. Don't blame me because it's a dumb concept. I mean, I was just processing it. Like,
I'm not
why?
blaming you. I'm seeing. I don't know why people are falling for this hustle that Disney's using, that they're repackaging movies that they already have done
and making more money on it.
Action version. Because Dumbo is coming out, Lion King's coming out, Aladdin's coming out, and Beauty and the Beast came out last year. So it's like they're doing all of their old. I would not be shocked if Bambi is in the works right now. It wouldn't shock me.
They the more dollars out of remakes. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I forgot about Dumbo. Oh man!
But number two, if you look at who's playing Aladdin and Princess Jasmine, it is the most Anglo-sized people that you've ever seen in your life that aren't actually white. And so everybody starts saying, "Well, this is an Indian actor from here, and they are actually Indian."
No, the dude is Canadian. And the girl is British, but she's half Indian and half white.
Okay.
So they could find an Indian actor.
Aladdin comes from Arabian Nights, which means they're Arabs. So why did you Arabs?
Right, that's very true. They're not Indian. Right.
What's with the way? And they did the same thing with the Airbender. They got a white kid to be Aang, who was supposed to be Tibetan. They were based on they wanted because it wasn't Earth.
Don't even get me started. There was a bunch of white people and then a bunch of Indians, which was completely inaccurate.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they get Asians for the tribe that was supposed to be Asian, white people for the tribe that was supposed to be white, etc., etc. Don't even get me started.
The Fire Nation was based off of Japanese. The Earth was based off of Chinese culture. The air tribes were Tibetan, basically. And the water tribes were native Inuits. So, and the thing that made it even more hilarious, if you watch the movie, the two main characters that were from the water tribe were white people, but everyone else, all of the rest of the extras, were all native. So it's like you knew what you were supposed to do. You just decided not to do it for the main characters. That's crazy.
It's highly weird.
I mean, it's just like is just like, what is that called? The Last Samurai. What else was that movie?
Well, with
with Tom Cruise.
The Last Samurai was Tom Cruise. He was the last samurai.
That's stuff. Yeah.
And then somebody was making a joke that a Harriet Tubman movie was coming out and Scarlett Johansson was going to play Harriet Tubman.
Really?
They did the same thing. They did the same thing with Selena. They were saying they're remaking Selena. You know they're remaking it, and they were saying Scarlett Johansson was going to play Selena. I said, look,
wow.
For both movies, I would riot. I would riot if that really happened.
They kicked J-Lo to the curb. Damn.
They couldn't find a Mexican. I'm sure they could. That was more than talented and looked a lot more like her and had her essence. I just don't understand.
I mean, this is a joke. Obviously, they're not doing it. I don't think people would take that lying down. I really hope black people wouldn't take that lying down for Harriet Tubman. And I know Latinas wouldn't take that lying down for Selena. So it was just a joke, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Wait a minute. But they are doing a Harriet Tubman movie. But how do you feel about them getting an actress? The one that they have picked so far is a British woman who her parents are from Africa. So they don't. There's no connection to the American black woman here. How do y'all feel about that?
Man, that's crazy.
So Harriet Tubman. I was going to say, so Harriet Tubman is a black American woman who helped the black American slaves. So, I mean, she has something slightly to do with Africa, but no African, I mean, as in descendants, but no African can come and say that they've experienced the same thing that black American slaves have. And then she's not even American, she's British. So
that's crazy.
I would be playing Harriet Tubman. But I think weren't people in an uproar about that though?
I mean, well, some people are saying like, well, why would you have to be American to it's about your acting and blah blah blah. I have more of a problem with it on a fundamental level that like there's a trend going on in Hollywood where it seems like people have this perception that British people can act better than American people.
Oh, is that what's going on?
I don't know why that's happening, and I don't know why people are under that impression because there's plenty of people in the American theater that act just as well. If not better in some cases. That's where Denzel came from. That's where Angela Bassett came from. That's where Alfred Woodard and all of these prime time, like, you know what I mean? What was his name? Marlon Brando, the great Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro. All of them come from the American theater. So it's like, what's with this? Oh, well, only Britain really, they can act. We can't. Why? Where's that coming from? Who decided that? So to me, I guess just on a national pride level, it's annoying me to see all of these British people flooding in and playing American people, but you don't see the same thing going on in Britain where they're bussing in people from Baltimore,
California.
We want you to play Sir such and such, and blah. Can you do a British accent? Like they're not doing that. So it's like, why are we just doing this to every iconic character that we're doing? You know what I mean? Lincoln was played by a British dude.
Yep.
Isn't he from Britain or South Africa? What's his name?
I don't know.
I forgot his name. I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, he's from America. He's whatever. The same thing with Martin Luther King. That guy was British that played him in Selma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
Isn't that crazy?
Why?
Like, when he started talking, I was like, damn.
But why are people okay with this, though?
I think black people are just seeing black skin and they're like,
exactly, they happy. Yeah, right.
But
they're black actor. Yep.
Yeah, they're not paying attention. And to me, some people think I don't like Africans. I don't not like Africans. It's just I'm not fooled by the Africa bullshit. I'm not, we got to help Africa and send money over there. When's the last anybody ever heard of Kenya sending lucrative, truckloads of money and aid to Black American people when things were going on? Because I don't remember that. I don't remember Sierra Leone and Mauritania and all of these other places in Africa sending us aid when things were happening to them. So why are we sending our money to them? I understand we come from there, but until I find that warship on the horizon that says, hey, you took some people from here 400 years ago. What's up? Where they at? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it personally. That's just where I am with the whole Africa thing. Now, if they come over here and they feel that they are other than us, then why should they play our most iconic characters? That's my question.
That's crazy.
Lupita is very I'm African and everything and about Americans and blah, blah, blah. She's very, has that attitude. I've seen it in an interview before. So why should we then corral around this person and celebrate her as if she's our black champion? For what? I don't get it. I don't understand what the reason for that is. And Harriet Tubman is arguably one of the most iconic black American characters ever for black people. So why is this British African immigrant's child playing this part?
Oh, yeah. That's like if they do Miss Jane Pittman again and use a British actress. That would be crazy consistently. Get it and so.
Yeah. Or having some British dude playing, Malcolm X or something. It's like, why?
That'd be like, what? Because they already think we don't speak correct English. I'm like, what? They kill me with that. We don't speak the right English. We don't speak the right English. No, we don't speak Victorian English.
You don't speak the King's English. How dare you?
Yeah, the King's English. Yeah, it's like, come on.
Yeah, but guess what? This ain't England. So the King, as far as we're concerned here in America, F the King. That's what they said a long time ago. So who cares?
We speak, the correct English. What?
So I think I'll read this one first, and then I have a story to read, and I want to ask you all about.
Echo? The echo. This is me hearing it.
I don't know. Can y'all hear an echo?
Okay. I don't hear an echo.
Okay.
Yeah, I do hear something. Yeah.
So the thing is, I saw something on Facebook, and it goes, why don't Jews act as oppressed as black people?
What?
So before I read the answer, logic, can you tell me why?
Because they're white people.
Shit, it's called Jews. They're still white.
Yeah, that's a question here. Why don't Jews act as oppressed as black people? And I like how they say, quote unquote, act as oppressed. It's like we're just choosing to act this way. That's hilarious. So anyway, the answer was Jews received Israel. Germany paid $33 billion in reparations. Holocaust survivors get $300 annually. U.S. gave $12 million. For some reason, what the fuck is U.S. giving anything? But anyway, the U.S. gave $12 million in reparations to the Holocaust survivors in 2015. For what? We didn't do anything. So that surprised me that the U.S. gave anything because we had nothing to do with that.
They gave.
You want me to tell you why they gave?
They got something back, though.
Why?
They got something for it.
Because they're white people.
Yeah, Yeah. See?
No, seriously, that's what it's coming down to. They're white people, so they care about white people.
Yes, exactly.
Have you heard of
any
reparations going to Afghans or the over 1 million Iraqis that they've killed during the war? Innocent civilians. These are just innocent civilians. This is not including the military of Iraq. This is just innocent. I'm going down to the street to get some water and eggs, and I die because you're fighting this thing that you say is here in my country. Those people.
I was about to say, we're over there for no reason, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear of the United States giving 1 Canadian nickel to any Iraqis for reparations?
My question is, why would they be giving Canadians, and Canadians don't have nickels?
Okay.
I was just saying. So, also, the U.S. agreed to give Israel over $38 billion in 2016 over a 10-year period. Why? We had nothing to do with the Holocaust. I don't. Why are we paying them anything? But we can't even take care of our own people, even if it wasn't they giving black people reparations. We can't even take care of our own people. There are veterans on the street homeless right now.
Kyle, you gotta understand.
But we're paying Israel and Holocaust survivors.
When they give stuff like that, they always get something in return. It's nothing. We don't give nothing for free. It seems like that. We don't. Trust me. It's always something in the back end of it. It's always something. We get in something. We can get in something or controlling something that they have. You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then question: who was in office in 2016, and who was in office in 2015? 2015 and 2016. Who was president?
Barack.
That's what I thought. Ooh. So we're running around talking about like he's the black savior, but he's giving reparations to freaking Israel and stuff.
Well.
Just
the whole listen. The whole Israel and America thing is a very old and sordid tale. That starts. The hell was that?
That's what I was about to say.
It was a call. Oh my God.
That was weird. That all started in the World War II, that era. That whole negotiating thing between, I don't even know who it was. It was somebody that was really like a leader in the Jewish community in Poland. And it was a deal that was being made with, different affluent Jewish people that were a part of this movement. And the government deciding that they were going to help them. I'm sure money was involved. And that was it. Britain, when they were carving up the Ottoman Empire, because this is after the Ottoman Empire fell, so all of those border lines that you see in Iraq and Jordan and all, they're just arbitrary lines that somebody decided this is the shape of the country. None of that existed before. That was all just the Ottoman Empire. And they just landed and first they were trying to go to Africa. I think it was Kenya. And because there was a lot of British interest in Kenya, they said, no, you can't have Kenya. So they decided to agree on Palestine. That's where Israel came from. And so it wasn't this biblical reference that they try to say now. It was always just they wanted some land, and it was trying to figure out where they want to go. And once they decided there, the British Army pretty much protected them as they moved in. And any Palestinians that saw what was going on and was like, what? They squashed it. And then once the Israelis had time to build up enough weapons and enough, momentum in their community, that's when Britain kind of leaned on the ropes like, hey, that's between y'all. We don't have anything to do with this, even though they were still blocking other countries from helping Palestinians. So that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
No president, no sitting president is ever going to stop that exchange that's been agreed upon for decades now. It's not going to happen.
They can talk like they are, but it's not.
Right. They'll say whatever they got to say, but
I mean,
in the end of the day,
to do whatever they want. However, isn't this the land of we the people? And why are people not saying like, hey, why are we giving them our money? This is our money. We didn't do anything to them. We're not the ones who hurt them. You know, we have problems here in our country that we need to look after.
Well, your average American doesn't feel that way. And I'm going to tell you another odd bedfellow to the whole Israel thing is evangelical Christians. They back them heavily because they believe the rapture is going to start there. So they're basically trying to keep the momentum of that conflict going because they believe it's ushering in the time of Jesus coming back. So all of that money and influence coming from evangelical Christians and the Zionist Jews, they're all joining forces in making sure that Israel stays funded and constantly looked at in a positive way, even though they're doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
But again, that's, you know, one group of people. They're doing crazy stuff, and people could clearly see that, but they're still like, I stand with Israel. Like, you don't have a mind of your own. I don't understand people.
Well,
I just don't understand people.
Which people are you asking? Like, if you're saying the average person, the average person is going to say they stand with Israel because that's the phrase that's agreed upon. But if you're asking, like I said, if you're asking a Christian, that one of those evangelical Christians that believe what I just said, that's why they're saying that. And if you ask Jewish people tend to try to blend Israel with their religion and try to act as if they're one and the same, and they're not. One is a government and one is a people. So they can't, separate the two in their mind. So they think if they say, yeah, I don't agree with what they're doing, somehow they're betraying their own people. And other Jews like Wolf Blitzer will call you a self-hater or like that if you say that and you're Jewish. They said that to Natalie Portman. When Natalie Portman saw the stuff for herself and said, I don't agree with it, and I think it's wrong what they're doing, all of these Jewish people turn their back on it like she's a pariah.
Crazy.
That is utterly crazy. So.
No, it's not really.
Next.
If you think about it, it's because America does the same thing. If you say the same thing about America on the world, like, okay, case in point, look what's going on in the NFL. These guys are taking a knee because they say these cops are killing people indiscriminately and with no justification. and they, as men, have an opinion about it. The response for most white people that have a problem with it are, we don't pay you to have an opinion. Yeah, and you need to go out there and entertain us. So jump to it, monkey. I'm paraphrasing, but basically that's what they're saying. So they are, these owners who are all white men, they are colluding with each other to ruin young men's careers for having a political opinion about something going on in the world.
Yeah, hence the name Kaepernick.
They're punishing them by not allowing them to have a career anymore.
You can't
and the rest of the United States are standing by this because they are still watching the NFL, they're still giving them the ratings, and they're still participating in football.
They're getting entertained.
The funny thing is, as I remind everybody, people like Kaepernick and Barack, they're not even wholly black. They're half black. They have white in them. Like, not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, but people, I don't care who made up this one drop rule. You can't just tell somebody, oh, you're black because your dad's black. Like, no, I'm not.
Well, that's it. That one drop. What the hell?
You know what's crazy about Kaepernick? It's that situation is the same exact thing that happened with the bus boycotts in Alabama, Birmingham, because there was a sea of black people that got arrested before Rosa Parks. But Rosa Parks got arrested, and she's light-skinned, and she's a secretary for the NAACP. That's the first time that the NAACP gave a shit about the bus boycotts. They didn't start it. They didn't organize it. It was other dark-skinned black people that sacrificed before her. No one remembers these people's names. No one.
Yeah, because wasn't it a dark-skinned woman like a month or so before that did the exact same thing?
Yeah, and nobody cared. And it's the same thing. And I say the same thing with Kaepernick because there was plenty of black players that were taking the knee way before Kaepernick ever did. But Kaepernick is a light-skinned, attractive guy, and he's palatable. So that's when people started taking it.
He can't.
I would use the term attractive very
Nike came in and gave him this deal in order for him to make money, and that's great. I'm happy for him. Right. I'm not hating at all. I'm glad he's getting money. But Chad Johnson, the one that was messing with what's his name a long time ago, he'd been kneeling and continues to kneel, and he lost his career. Reebok and Puma, nobody came to him and said anything.
Nope.
He gave up his career just like Kaepernick did.
Yeah,
nobody came.
So he was not redeemed. Do you think because he's a full black, or at least appears to be just a full black man, maybe Kaepernick gets favoritism because there's the white side and the black side of society that does favor him?
Light-skinned people get favoritism over dark-skinned
they're
people.
more talking about the lighter skin, not that he's mixed.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with mix.
Well,
it has to do
I
with
think I think it's a look I think it's a look that's favored because it still says you don't look like your average black person to some people. But the point is people still judge even if they don't say it. It's clear because he still gets these contract offers, and then look at the difference of what we were just saying with the others that got on their knee. I mean, it's not really. I don't know what anyone expected when they were protesting because I think they all did it because it was for a good cause to say this is how we really feel. I don't think anyone thought about none of the players. I don't think they thought about the repercussions or what would happen, to their careers or even how people would view them. But this thing is still going to this day because Kaepernick is on how many covers since then, and how many endorsements has he been offered since then? And I think we're almost losing touch of the original reason why he got on his knee.
No team is signing him, though.
No, I think they're trying to get to the point where we're losing sight, but Kaepernick is not allowing that to happen.
That's what I'm saying. It's still right. He's still the momentum is going. It's still going. He's not threatened by any of that because his name is bigger than it ever has been, probably because of this. But it still tells you that we're still judging. Because there's people, when he was on People magazine as one of the most beautiful people or something for that year or what have you, there were people that were against that. What was that?
I said, good Lord, what? One of the most beautiful people? I guess maybe
how people does how people does the most beautiful people issue, and he made the cover that particular time. Well, I think it was last year. Yeah. Well, then this is just following. Not shortly after the whole, bended knee thing, and the and the pledge and all that. So, point being, our country, it's not even just America; it's the world. The world still holds a lot of inner prejudice, and we do give favoritism to people based on the color of the skin or based on what we believe they represent or how they look. And I just feel like we're getting away from the whole concept of why he first, took to his knee and said, look, I'm standing for this. I think it's become sensationalized with him being offered so many endorsements. No, he's not being offered another contract. But at this point, does it really matter to him? Because his name is bigger than ever. But what about everybody else? And how long will this go? Even the president tried to stifle all the players. So what are we really standing for anymore? Why do we even bother?
Well, I mean,
why is anybody doing all this for America? America's not protecting them.
No, you're not. America not protecting them. Right.
I mean,
I agree.
What I can't understand is that if y'all remember this, back in the 90s, baseball players went on strike because they wanted more money.
Yeah.
Right. Now, my thing is, I don't understand why NFL players don't go on strike because, number one, they're not really given proper health care for the threat.
The injuries they get.
The concussion disease or
Ending
whatever.
the career, yeah, long term.
And then, two, you are having these people socially, the career is being marginalized because of a social opinion.
Yeah,
and
that's true too. Yeah.
There's I can't think of any I can't think of a bigger degradation as a man for someone who is employing you to tell you, I'll tell you what you need to be concerned about.
And how to act.
You know, because the NFL still gets money from military advertisements and for breast cancer awareness, which predominantly only affects women, but over 70% of the people that watch the NFL are men. I haven't seen one prostate cancer situation going on with the NFL yet. You know, so my thing is, if they're going to hand out pink gloves and headbands and stuff for you to, you know, raise awareness for breast cancer, but then will turn around and tell you you can't care about this other thing that may actually be happening to family members of yours. That you're being degraded. So why are you still playing? Like, shouldn't you organize or walk out at that point?
Right.
You know, because all of it is a few teams from each division, and that's it. You can't. It wouldn't be a balanced Eastern and Western division anymore, which means they can't go to the Super Bowl. They can't. The tournament for that year can't happen because these many players are walking out.
Striking, right?
So they would be forced to address it. But I don't know if it's just them being obtuse to realizing what power they have and what position they have if they organize, which is a big problem in the black community, or if it's cowardice.
Or if they worried about the bottom line, they dollar bill, their pocket, their bank accounts.
It's coward. But to me, that's
they're always worried about that.
You're being pimped, though. You're being pimped because at some point, I don't care what I'm being offered. If I'm being offered a lot of money to do whatever my dream was, but they're going to tell me you can no longer have an opinion about things. Well, I'm not done.
But right. And some people, they see the money in their face, and they think, oh well, yeah, you can tell them what to do. That's like modern day slavery. You know?
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it is. Even though it's not slavery in the sense of you're being forced, obviously, I know that's what you mean. But it's you giving your life until your body can no longer produce what I need, and then you have to go.
Exactly.
You know. So if they are willing to put their brains on the line to be damaged. Yeah. You mean to tell me you can't give this man 2 minutes during a national anthem to say what he feels about something? You feel that you own that much of this man that you're going to decide to feel some type of way about what he feels?
Well, another thing, did any basketball players that did take the knee? I don't think they did it either, right?
No, like I said, across the board there is no continuity. There is basketball players are not. I mean, I'm sure they're saying whatever they're saying about police brutality. I know LeBron did or said something. I don't know what it is because I don't follow sports. I don't watch sports. Yeah. But there is no cross career cohesion between all of these black athletes and saying this is bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So football players should be talking to basketball players. Basketball players should be talking to baseball players, and across the line. Exactly. Even the white and even the white counterparts in these sports should also, as a man and as a teammate, respect and understand. You know what? I might not agree with what you're saying, But I do feel you as my teammate should have a moment to be able to say what you.
Yeah, have a platform, right?
So
Exactly.
all these Tom Brady's and everything are just like I don't really.
I know.
Like
they get my check, right? Man. That's how it goes.
I mean, even these coaches. Like, how can you expect me as a player to feel you care anything about me? But when I'm going through this, you're just kind of like, well, management is saying.
Exactly.
You want to go here and make you look good. You know?
Because you think you make too many waves, you either get traded or just and hey, or benched or how they say, yeah.
I don't know. It's just bothersome.
It is crazy though. It is crazy. Think about it. It is crazy though. That doesn't make any sense. Don't think about it.
Okay, so on a broad or a vast change of topic here. Char, did you hear about that Chicago Bear football player proposing to his wife or his girlfriend? Sorry.
What did he do?
Oh my God!
The Chicago Bear football player proposing to his girlfriend. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
I didn't.
This guy,
I've been on YouTube a lot.
He's with the Chicago Bears. His name is Charles Leno. He proposed to his girlfriend in a romantic proposal on the field after beating the Packers. Right? So after he proposed to her, people started bombarding social media with her past tweets of her saying stuff like, of her past tweets. She's white, by the way. He's black, she's white.
She's a white girl.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I see.
She's a white girl. He's a black dude. So her past tweets were stuff like, ghetto people are always naming their kids after stuff they can't afford. Mercedes light bill rent.
What?
Here goes another tweet.
Wow, I'm looking at the story, but I didn't see the tweet.
Look at other tweets. Bitches think they slick, but then they act like niggas. And if you pillow talking with the woman that you are screwing, you just know she gonna tell another nigga when she through with you. So I guess she's trying to. She figures she's. And I mean, she says here. Okay, hold on. Like it says here, I like seeing white guys with black girls and black guys with white girls because mixed babies are cute. So she likes black guys, but she thinks she's in the position to use the word nigga and stuff, and she just uses it freely.
No, she's not. No, hell no.
And I know she talks like that in front of him. There's no way. She talks like that in front of him.
There's no way. It's just on social media. He has to know who she really is.
So he proposed to her on live television. And she
said
yes,
I'm looking at a picture.
On this field,
he's on his knee. He got on his knee. He got on his knee in front of millions of people in the stadium, or how many people? I'm looking at the picture right now. At the
there, he has to be a serious beta dude with no backbone. That's no way in the world. That's no way. That's crazy. I don't care.
Wow.
That's no way.
The N-word is all through these tweets. Yeah.
And she throwing the N-word around like that and on tweets, so behind closed doors, it's like right in his face.
So I was going to put this question to y'all. BJ, I know you've dated white women. Char, I know you've dated white guys. I've never done it. Not saying I wouldn't do it. It never happened because I don't really date a lot of people.
Irish, but
and Logic, I don't think you've ever been with a white girl. Either way, my question is.
Well, wait, can we get an answer?
He answered. Hold up. He never answered.
What's the difference? I just want to know.
Okay, Logic, what's your answer?
I didn't understand your question. There was a lot of people talking.
Oh, really? I was just saying, Logic, I don't think you dated a white girl. That's all I said.
Ever. Gone out with a white girl.
Dated as in you're my girl? No. Have I messed with white girls before? Yeah.
All right, there you go. There you go.
That's what I just said. I said either gone out or dated, whichever.
It's really not based on it. I honestly haven't had a lot of official girls in my life. Like, you're my girl, I'm your man. Like, it's usually just kind of this. I don't
Casual.
know, BJ, no, dude. There's a not casual. I'm not the kind of guy, but there's a point where you could get serious, but you're in that area between where you're trying to still shove each other out. You know what I mean? So a lot of the relationships I've dealt with, be it black, white, or whatever, they've all kind of dissolved in that time because I'll see something in that person and be like, oh, forget that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Well, you do that anyway.
Okay,
You have your preferences, generally speaking. So I get that. Okay, so go ahead, Kai.
I was going to say, we have to get to this question. I have to write it down because one of the questions that just came in is like, what caused it to dissolve? So, Logic's fan base. Hold on. I have to write it down because it's going to get lost in all the other text. To dissolve. Okay. So, my question to y'all is, so you're with a person of another race. You know they're not racist because they do like black people or whatever. Is it cool for them to say nigger? Is it fine? If it's G-A and not G-E-R.
No.
No.
Anyway,
under
no.
no circumstances is that
no,
okay? It's not cool. No.
Not playing
acceptable.
enough.
No.
Nope.
Right, Bernie. Yep, absolutely not.
It's cool if I call your mother or your wife a whore.
Now, has it ever happened?
With me? Oh, yeah, it happened. Oh, it happened. It happened a few times. Yeah, it happened. I was like
say in an angry moment, DJ, like a fight, and it just kind of blurts
out. No.
I
was smashing that. She said, "Oh yeah, hit it good, nigga." It was an angry moment. Come on, bro. No, it was an angry moment.
In the heat of the moment, we can't hold that against him. At the heat of the moment, you don't know what.
It was an angry moment.
No. Okay.
He was smashing her tie. It's not his fault.
No.
Oh, that's juicy, DJ. That's a good one there. Wow. Okay.
You're black. Have you ever said that in the heat of the moment?
Why would I need to? If I'm with the black guy, why would I say, oh, yeah, the N-word? Like, why would I say I'm with the black guy? Like, I mean, if I did, it wouldn't be derogatory anyway. We can say that to each other.
Have you ever said that in the heat of the moment?
No, I say other things.
BJ and Logic, has that ever been said to you by a black woman in the heat of the moment?
No, I don't think any woman has ever said that in that moment.
I've never said it. I've never said it. So don't even be like, well, in the heat of the moment, fuck that. That is the most. That's the cleverest thing I've ever heard.
What if it was a role play?
You don't role play. How can that be a role play?
What was he playing? The slave master? He was playing slave.
She was acting out her fantasy of a black.
Call somebody an N-word? No way. No, it won't work for me. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to justify it, BJ. You got to work with me here. I'm trying to justify it. Because obviously it's kind of like, you know what I think it is? Because it's like sex can be like truth serum, like how liquor's truth serum. When people get to that moment, they just might have whatever facial expressions or whatever verbal expressions that they've been holding in. That's what I'm getting at. So maybe in her mind, it was some kind of a fantasy or role play to be with a strong black man, or whatever it might be at that moment, and maybe that was her thing that made her reach her ecstasy. It sounds sick, but if it's only kept into the bedroom, maybe I don't think it's anything derogatory.
That was all physical action in the bedroom, like at that moment.
Sure. Going with that logic.
But you just said you were smashing, so did it cease?
I said we was in it was an argument, so it wasn't. Well, you asked me, Char. He said, well, how did she, wasn't the heat of the moment? We were over sex. I said, no. I said, now, that make no sense. I wasn't smashing. She said, oh, hit it good, nigga. No. We were arguing. She said that, N-word.
Oh, you said
you didn't catch that part?
Smashing. Oh, my bad. Okay.
No,
that's why I was,
that's why I was laughing. Like, really?
Got it.
No.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You were like, no, and especially what happened then.
You said you
Or
were
not.
arguing, and that's when it came out?
Argument, yeah. Not argument
But
came
not
out when
smashing.
she
We
arguing,
thought he
yeah.
said something else.
He's
Right.
saying she said it in an argument. That's what
The
he's
argument because she couldn't get the upper hand, and she was like she knew she was wrong, and then it came out. I was like, oh, that's the only word you can go to. Like, please.
She couldn't get one of her hands. Wait, can we back up?
No. I said upper hand. When you get an argument, you want to get upper hand on the person. You get an argument, you want to get the upper.
Yeah, she was racist. She was very racist.
How people. I know how people are. I knew what people were. Yeah, back in because she wasn't raised around.
We need to clear this up because you've already put something out there in the ether, like in passion.
Yeah.
Somebody. Let's clear this up.
Came across differently for us, DJ.
Sure, just wait a minute. No black person, be it a man or a woman, should be with someone of another race if the only reason that person is with them because they're fetishizing their skin color or their race. So if a white guy
that's true.
too, because he wants to have a
example I used, BJ. That's what I was saying. I didn't know. I got that twisted. That's what I was saying, assuming, because I know people do that.
I mean, that's why. That's why some people of another race are with black people because they want to see if it's true. That's why people of another race get with black women because we're supposed to be some sexual something. I don't really know what the world thinks of us. And then that's why people get with Asians because they have that fetish.
Right.
What fetish?
A little spinner, really tight, tiny,
with Asian women,
very submissive and all that.
$5, that kind of stupid racist stuff. I said, like, me suck you long time, $5, me do whatever you want, that kind of racist stuff.
Oh, yeah, especially that, right. That stereotype.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
You want happy endings? All of it. It's all a stereotype. I mean, I'm not saying these things don't happen, but people do have fetishes based on stereotypes. They do, and they want to see if it's being fulfilled in the way that they believe, if it'll be fulfilled the way they're assuming, or maybe they're assuming that's why this person's with that particular person, that race, because it is being fulfilled. So they want to see for themselves, and that's the wrong reason to smash anyone, let alone be in a relationship. It's just wrong, because that says that you have a deep prejudice issue. You have a deep prejudice. You judge people based on stereotypes, and that's still a type of prejudice.
Oh, yeah.
I've known white guys with black women, and the white guys were racist. I've known them, and it's just the weirdest thing.
That's crazy.
Maybe they feel like they could separate it. Maybe it's like, oh, he loves me, but no, you can't separate that. Because if he's blurting out the N-word casually or whenever, then he doesn't love you. He just maybe loves you in bed, but that's not loving you. And then why is he in bed with you? Because he wants to see if it's true. He's the berry sweeter. I mean, this is just
but
so
then I guess
ridiculous.
That's the same thing as racist Caribbeans who get with black Americans. It's the same thing.
What do they do?
Racist Caribbean people who get with black Americans.
Yeah.
Or what?
What's that deal?
Yeah, what is that? What's the stereotype there?
Oh,
where's the
God.
fantasy there?
It's the same thing as racist Caribbean getting with black Americans. I was just saying I know racist white people who get with black people.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part.
We don't get the comparison. I don't see what the fantasy is. I don't see what the. I don't know what are they looking for.
Never mind. We're completely off the fantasy. I was saying something different. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Anyway, so back to the question.
And his sexual prowess. So most people get with black men if they have that fantasy with that, no matter what race.
Yeah. Again, trying to see if the stories or the rumors are true, quote unquote. But I gotta tell you, black men, white men, Latino men, they all are the same. You're either big or you're not, or it's just you're a human being. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, I go with an Asian, he's not gonna have anything. There are Asians who are bigger than some black guys. Like, we're all human. It's just these people and their stupidity, man. Ugh. Can't stand stupidity.
Yeah,
So anyway, I thought that was so funny that this dude went on bended knee for this woman who was nigga this and nigga that, and this nigga this and
crazy.
that.
Oh my God.
I just thought that was funny. So, Logic, back to you.
Is he from the South?
I don't know. I already closed out of the article. I wasn't that interested. I just thought it was funny. So, Logic, like I said, back to you. So, when you were talking about, the relation, well, before it became an exclusive relationship, what are some of the reasons what caused it to dissolve? I'll just put it that way.
Between me and non-blacks, or just in general?
No, just general.
If the chick is a bum, if she's a liar, it's just different things that I look for. If you chronically have problems all the time, my cell phone bill is just too big, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and blah, 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 and that calamity ends, and then, I need a transfer for this week. I don't know what I'm going to do. Blah, blah. Let me tell you, my mom called me, and she's telling me that she needs to blah, blah, blah. It's like, I got to go. This is too much drama. If somebody is too all over the place, and when I say that, I mean somebody who says, oh yeah, I'm a vegan and I believe in, the energy of the cosmos and blah blah blah, and I respect others as well as myself. My body's a temple, but then they, you'll catch them and they're having hot wings or something at Fridays, or they're smoking weed and smashing people indiscriminately in their past, but they claim that they're still a respectable person. And you find this out, through talking to them. It's like, okay, you're a liar. You're all over the place. You're one of these people that you don't know who you are. I can't deal with that. If you don't know who you are, how can I even expect you to be able to lock into anything else? You're still confused on a personal level.
Too much work.
If there's a girl with crippling self-esteem issues, then that's a major red flag to me, because you're liable to do anything to feel better about yourself.
Yep.
So if enough go wrong, and you got that one person that hits you on the right day that makes you feel pretty or somehow valuable, that's it. Like, whatever we've been building is potentially a
it's gone.
You have not taken the time to go talk to a therapist or something to work on your self-esteem. If you have anybody over the age of 18, if you have a family member that is destroying you on an emotional level and you're still talking to them after the age of 18,
crazy.
You are allowing this person to do this to you, because you legally have the ability to legally sever ties with this person and be done with it. You have an antagonistic father, mother, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, whoever it is. You don't have to talk to that person anymore. You don't have to deal with it. If you know they're damaging you, then it is selfish of you to then ask the spouse in your life or the potential mate that's coming along to help you fill in these holes. I don't have time for that. Yeah. And lately, the biggest problem with these chicks is they either don't take life seriously. They're still working at, I don't know, some dead end job that has no eventually that place is going to close down, because it's like a muffin shop, and it's like, do you have a plan here? How are you going to? How you going to live? Plan. You have 7 roommates in a 2-bedroom apartment. What's your plan? People like that.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's real. Listen, that's real.
BJ had a girl like that.
What?
Remember she had no plans and you left her?
Oh yeah. Oh, she wanted. Oh, I couldn't do nothing with that. She had. She wanted to be the actress and all that stuff.
You usually find the people in arts when they're actors or they're
arts,
or anything like that. They claim, I need all this extra time because I want to dedicate it to my art. But when you actually get to know them, they don't dedicate any time to their art. They're just lazy and they want to work a lot of hours.
Exactly. Like,
so, yeah, I
don't nothing to the table. Actually, I can't work with that.
Yeah. And then the number one problem with current day girls are they have all of these what I call satellite niggas orbiting them all the time. It's like 7, 8, and 10 of them. It may be 4 or 5 in real life, but it's like 15 online. And it's just like all these guys. It's like, what are you collecting all these dudes for? What's going on with this guy? He's 42. Why are you still hanging out on a Tuesday? What's going on with him? Well, he never met the right person. In 13 years, he's never met the right person? What are you talking about? When did y'all start? When did you meet? 10 years ago? Oh, okay, so 2.5 years after he was out of a relationship, he met you, and then all of a sudden he wasn't interested in having relationships no more with other women. Don't you think that's a bit odd?
It's serious. It's a red flag.
Red flag.
Damn.
Well,
I was going to say, hey, it happens.
What?
Now, listen to this, BJ. This is coming from the girl that said she will actively, with a smile on her face, use a man if she can get away with it.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
What am I supposed to feel from your statement?
I am offended. I have never said that.
Oh, yeah, right.
I have never said that.
Run back a few shows.
I am offended and appalled, sir. And as this one listener poses her question to you, Logic, why are you afraid of strong women?
Wow.
Yeah, why, Logic, if that's so?
Wow.
Wow, did you hear Star come out of hibernation for that one?
Listen.
No, I've had fun. I've had fun just listening to you guys today, so carry on. Please don't let me interrupt. We've got to get this answer.
Of feeling strength.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, Logic. Why do strong women intimidate you?
I'm not intimidated by anything, but I have an aversion to loose women. And when you are a loose woman, be it sexually or morally, I don't respect you. And if I can't respect you, then there's no possible way that I'll be able to love you one day because I don't respect you. You know, I understand the hustle because most women don't want to be alone. Most women want a safety net or an option around, and that's cool if you want to operate like that. It's just you're not operating with me like that because in order for me to take you seriously, everything has to be even Steven. I don't keep a bunch of broads around. I am strong enough to, walk by myself when I need to, and if I'm talking to somebody, I'm talking to somebody. I don't mince words or take phone numbers or inbox chicks. I don't do that. It's a waste of time. Because it's weak. I don't have to fear the possibility of you getting away because there'll be another one of you that comes along. I've never had a problem with chicks. So that's weakness that will make all of these men orbit this broad. And it's weakness on her part because she's afraid to put all of her eggs in one basket and take a shot on someone. And that's the biggest problem with relationships nowadays. Nobody's willing to work or go through any discomfort for the relationship. You want this guy, you're 27, you want some young guy to come along and have his own apartment, no kids, money rolling in, 2 weeks paid vacation, and all of the time in the world to smash you and take you out and make it interesting every weekend. That's great. That's a tall order that you're talking about for a young guy. A young guy. Most young men in their late 20s are moving up through the ladder of whatever they're trying to do. So that's going to require what? Working a lot. A lot of sacrifice, whatever. These chicks nowadays leave men because they work a lot. Not that they're cheating. They're just working for a career.
You don't got enough time for them. Yep.
Not spending enough time with them. Yeah. That's true.
That's insane. Yeah.
So it's crazy. So these girls
very shallow.
Instead of understanding, I need to support this guy because he's struggling right now, but I have done my due diligence. Hopefully you did. And I realized that this dude is heading somewhere. He is a rare find, and I am willing to take this ride with him because I know it's going to pay out in the future. No. These broads now will smash all kind of guys on Tinder and all that other stuff. And then once this guy gets to that level and he has that money and he has that nice apartment, then they come around acting as if you're supposed to respect them and want to put a ring on their finger. And then once you start talking about, didn't you smash Craig, Tommy, Bobby, blah, blah, blah. Oh, don't. That's my business. And as a woman, I can control my sexuality. Huh? What?
It's so funny you said that. It's so funny you said that because question here, what does my sexual past have to do with my present?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
If ask this person this. If she meets me and I tell her, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous. Look at you. Well, tell me about yourself." And she says whatever she prattles on about, and I say, "That is very interesting. I've never met anyone like you before. Oh my God, you're just a one of a kind, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you come over to my house?" And blah, blah, blah. And I invite her over, and I cook some elaborate meal, and I rub her feet, and, all of this stuff that makes her feel like, wow, this is a great thing. And then she finds out that I do that with every single chick that I meet. I tell all of them that they're gorgeous, and they're all interesting, and they're all whatever. And I give all of them keys to my house and access to my money and all that. How is it special what just happened to us now?
He was like, what?
No. Because when you're walking through my house and you start seeing 7 and 8, 9, 10 different pair of earrings, you're like, who? What? Oh, that was the last. No, don't worry about that. Don't judge me for my past that happened last Tuesday before I met you. No, it's okay.
Unless she's a gold digger, and she's like, okay, cool, whatever.
But a gold
right,
digger,
she'll quickly get over it.
Yeah, a gold digger.
She'll quickly get over it.
She's not going to care about you anyway. But these women out here that want to actually feel like they're special, the reason they get so hurt is because they realize the player does everything that he did to her to other chicks. She's not special. He uses her, tells her what she wants to hear, and then he's off to the next one. That's why they're hurt. So if a man is sacrificing and trying his best to be a good man, and trust me, ladies, it is hard to be a good man. It is a challenge. It is very easy for me to be a greasy dude and to be out here and all of these broads what they want to hear. And I have a little side burner phone that no one knows about. So when they all text me, my main phone is not going to ring when I'm with my girl. I can just sit there and be like, what? Oh, no, you know what? I go to sleep real early, and my work schedule's crazy. I can tell her whatever I want. And then as soon as my girl leaves, or as soon as the other girl leaves, because none of them are really my girl, I'll bend you over the couch, and then I'll get you out of there because I got to I got to go pick up my mom and take her to, you understand how to usher her out of there, go around the corner, smash this other chick in her apartment, then go across town again, say blah, 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 and then I'll get that girl back to my apartment, smash her that night, because after I text the other girl and tell her I'm not feeling well, so I'll see you tomorrow.
And that's reality. And that's reality. That's reality. Exactly.
Because all of you broads out here are desperate to find a man that takes you seriously. So all I have to do is pretend that that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
But you don't like me because I'm calling you out for your whore behavior, and I tell you I'm not accepting whores. So if you're a whore, you need not apply. I want a girl that actually is not out here smashing everybody. I don't mind if you have a past. But if you have a rat sheet and everybody knows, like, oh, man, you messing with Peaches? Peaches? What her name was?
Damn.
She ran through the block.
I'm like, who's Peaches?
Damn.
Well, that was a dark time in my life, and you're judging me. Ugh. Your name is Peaches? That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, so Two Logic. This whole show is going to be about Two Logic. Two Logic.
I mean, I hope that answers the question.
This actually just came in based on something you said. Logic, we leave the relationship not because of him working, but because relationships require time.
What? You mean like the time that you should take to be understanding that he's working? You mean that kind of thing?
Time? How much time? What do you mean time?
No, logic, she means time together, but she's still missing the point of what you just explained before.
Okay.
You know, when a guy
right,
tries to do good and,
okay.
tries to,
all right. Here's
build.
my question.
Go ahead.
Question.
Yeah.
When this guy goes to work, does he blast off to the moon or does he come home every night? Because if he comes home every night, then there's time you can spend with your man.
Yep.
So the time that most of these selfish chicks are talking about is time that he takes out of his life or his sleep time to take her out to make her feel better. It's not about just time, because you can spend time together on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the guy that comes home and immediately falls asleep within 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Unless you've been missing days and stuff like that. Like you might crash. But most dudes, most people, it might take you about an hour or two before you wind down. You know, you take a shower, you get something to eat. So if you want to spend time with your man, as unorthodox as this may seem, have his food ready so he doesn't have to take time out of his time with you to cook. And so have dinner together. Talk.
Time right there.
And then after that, smash his brains out. If he's been working a physical job where he's literally just exhausted, smash him. Or if you don't even want to make it something physical, again, just spend the time with him. And when he goes in there to take a shower with him, continue your time, and then fall asleep together. Or if you're working a different schedule, once he falls asleep, you go on about your day. That's the time. But what people don't want to do today is sacrifice what they want.
Let's see if there's anything else here for Logic before I move on to other questions.
And the funny part is, you know what the funny part is? After these women go out here and they have these unemployed men that have nothing but time to smash them and do all the things they want to do, but have none of the resources to help them in life, after they feel used and abused, and sometimes after they're left with children, which are resources that constantly suck up money, then they want to go back to the same guy and hope that he sacrifices his pride and raises another man's child. That's what I find hilarious.
Well, I don't know. That statement goes into two other questions, not directed at you, but two other questions that, okay, so what should I go with first? Okay, so are guys okay with women who have kids? If not, why not?
I got found that.
What'd you say, Logic?
I said some are. It depends on the guy. Some dudes don't mind. Some dudes have a problem with it. I understand both.
Okay, and then the question that was kind of the same as, kind of into the same subject as you were talking about. Somebody wrote, "What's wrong with me looking for a provider?"
What? Provider like what?
Look, that's the question. What's wrong with me looking for a provider?
A financial provider? What? Take care of you?
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting the man that she's investing in to have the option to provide. Not to say that, especially if it's a young dude, that she expects him to have those options now. But if she wants to be sure this man is going to be a great provider, I mean, it's a human instinct to want to be sure that whatever offspring you have are going to be taken care of and going to be able to thrive. So if you see a guy that is a go-getter and he has the right head on his shoulders and he is a respectable man, he doesn't disrespect you, he's not out here playing these games, and he's moving towards a goal, invest in that man, you know. But if you're young and you're running out, like you're in your 20s or early 30s, and you're running around out here, and you're dating dudes that are in their late 40s and early 50s,
that's crazy.
Trying to act like there's a real connection, you are a gold digger.
Yeah.
That's what you are. You are looking for a immediate economical solution to your problems. So you're not. So don't even try to act like you're out here looking for something real. You're not. So messing with that old guy is just like you messing with a young drug dealer. You're just doing it because they have the option of money.
Yeah.
But is it wrong for you to want your man to be able to one day be able to provide if you get sick, that, you know, if you miss a couple of days work, or if you get laid off, you lose your job, it's the imperative for both people to want to be with somebody where the wheels aren't going to fall off. You're not going to lose your place. You know, you want to be able to count on that other person to help you. But I'm going to tell you, that's a one-sided thing, typically. Because most men that I know, when they fall on hard times, the woman is looking around like this, so what you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You need to get your life together.
Been there.
Whatever else. I can't be paying these bills by myself. I'm trying to think of all what I've heard.
It's usually coming from
or their female friends are going to tell them, find another dude, like don't break up with him, but find another dude in the meantime while he's getting back on his feet.
Yeah, okay. You back out. You stay out there in the street then.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. I'm pregnant. Why are so many guys trying to talk to me now?
Really?
Because they know you. They know you smash raw, and they know you can't get pregnant, so they're trying to dump in you.
That's
damn.
disgusting.
Okay, I didn't think of that, but damn.
I think you sucked the DJ.
Damn. Yeah.
That's nasty.
Okay.
Why would you want to have sex with a pregnant woman that's not even yours?
So, back in my early 20s, I knew a dude that's all he looked for was chicks with baby bumps that was walking alone.
Back in the early what?
In my early 20s, like fresh out of high school, like 21, 20.
Really? That's what he wanted? Damn. Yo.
No, I'm saying that's what age I was when I knew him. I don't know. I have no idea about that now.
But that's definitely a fetish, though. It's a fetish for some people. It absolutely is.
It's a fetish?
Yeah. Fetish about him.
Yeah.
You got to understand his mentality.
No, a pregnant woman. Well, that's true, but yeah, it is still a fetish. It's sick, but that's, you know.
I don't see that as a fetish. Damn.
They find them to be more attractive, more feminine, there's so many different adjectives that I've heard.
More attractive?
And this is not, more feminine, more womanly, more this or that, and it's really crazy.
This isn't about a prego fetish. I asked him, why do you go after these things? He said, because I don't have to wear a condom. That's what he said.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Oh, I get your point. That's not a fetish at all. He knows he can't get him pregnant.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's
Yo, that's weird.
Already pregnant, right? You are not the father. You are not the father. Right.
That's weird. That's okay.
And that, you know what, that's a new one there, and I've never heard that logic. That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I can see.
It doesn't make sense because you can't get somebody pregnant, but you can still get AIDS. Like,
well,
the
like I
dumbest
said,
thing I ever heard.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Diseases are rampant and they're there, but Kai, this guy is a coward, okay? If someone to say something like that, that's disgusting. You know, you don't want responsibility of a child, but you want to take advantage of a woman who's about to bear a child. That is just, and for the woman to be okay with that, and that's not her man, that's not the baby's father. That's
Char, the woman's okay with it. He's not taking advantage of it. Yeah.
No, I know, but I just said, and for that woman, for that to be okay with her, for her to be okay with that, opposed to, if you're having sex outside of the baby's father, what anyway, okay, there's a lot of people that have no morals or integrity, so we'll just throw them in the box with them. We'll just throw them in the box with those people. That's it. That's all it is.
Okay.
Wow.
I think we had this question before, like maybe last year. Do you think it's cheating if I sleep with my best friend who's a female?
We did have that question. We all agreed it is cheating. It's still sex.
Yeah, I thought we had that question before.
Yeah, it's still sex, though. We all agree. Yeah, and some men are not okay with that, by the way.
Since this is a popular question, are they just really trying to cheat, trying to find a way around it?
There's a lot of men who are just as angry as if it's a man that you're with. So the reason they ask that question is they figure they can get away with it because it's not as bad. It's not penetration, in that sense, or it's not a man. So
Wait.
no. No, not in the general sense. Of course not. They can use dildos, but the point is, some women feel it's easy to get off or get away with that type of cheating because they can say, well, I didn't have sex. I mean, I didn't have a man, it's not a man. She's just a woman and we're just playing around or whatever. No, it's still sex. It's intimacy. You can have an orgasm. You can have feelings involved. You can use dildos that stimulate a man's penis. It's the same thing. There's you can't separate that. You can't say that it's not cheating. It's cheating.
Oh, my God.
Well, you don't agree with that, BJ? Are you okay with lesbos getting it on in your relationship?
Okay, what?
Is that all right with you? It sounds like you were disagreeing, and I was saying, okay, so do you disagree with what I said? It sounds like you're saying, oh, brother, please, that's not true.
I was hearing some of it, then I tuned out, but go ahead.
Well, why don't you tune back in? We only have 9 minutes left, so I would appreciate if you would join the rest of us on the panel.
Listen, anytime you step out of your relationship, anytime you step out of your relationship for any reason, it's cheating. I don't care how innocent, how non-physical it is. I broke up with a chick because after her workout every day, she used to go to the same breakfast joint and sit next to a guy at the breakfast bar. I was like, what? She was just like,
what? Number 12 logic? That was rule number what? 38-B that she broke?
No,
there's a lot of rules.
She used to go to.
Huh?
Go ahead. No, I was trying to get a grasp of this story.
What's your question?
The story. You had a girl. She used to do what every day?
You want me to tell the story again? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
She would work out at the gym, and then after the gym, she would go to the same breakfast place, which was like across the street or something, and there was a guy there. And she would sit at the breakfast bar and have breakfast with this guy every day. Wow. She went to the gym.
Wow.
Now, as far as I know, there was nothing physical that happened, but to me, the insult was you budgeted time out of your day every day after the gym to give it to this guy. Yeah. I don't want to talk. Get out. I mean, it's different.
It's a type of intimacy in a way. I mean, it is considered intimacy if you're having that much conversation with that other person.
It's very intimate. What are you talking about? They're looking forward to at some point to seeing each other every day. So it was like there wasn't no hesitation. It was like, oh, word, was it? Yeah, is that what you do? Okay, listen, don't call me no more. Why?
Go be with breakfast guy, the egg McMuffin guy. Right,
dude. I'm sure he has an opening for you.
Right. Let him open your orange juice.
So,
as incredulous as women would try to act, they would have a problem if their dude every day after work went to a bar to go sit with time about his woman. Women would be irate about that.
So I was gonna say, so to you, because she just goes straight from the gym to breakfast. Not that she's really carving out time, but she goes straight from the gym to breakfast, which is probably right next to each other. You would leave a girl for that?
Yeah.
The guy just happens to be there and she eats with him.
No, it's a date card. They look forward to it. They know it's a standing appointment daily after the workout.
is you're trying to add ambiguity to it and say he happens to be. He's not happening to be anywhere. He's there every single time.
Waiting for her to eat that muffin.
So she's making sure that she goes to the gym at a certain time to be able to, catch him at the breakfast place. So it's a mindset that I'm breaking up with. Not her. I don't care. Who cares? She might not be smashing him for all I know. But if you have the mindset where you think it's okay to take time and schedule another man into your life, I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah, it ain't working.
I guess I understand. I think, wow, women didn't really message in anything. Last week we had, well, not last week, week before, we still have questions from guys. That was all the questions for women. I'm glad we spent the first hour of the show talking about something else. Good Lord. So,
Women are crazy.
What did you say?
Women are crazy.
Oh, here's a question. It's not a real, I guess I can't say any question is stupid, but here's a question. Do men not, well, I can't even, okay, I'm gonna have to reread this question a different way. Are men not aware of the bulge that they have? That's
what?
I mean, that's stupid. That's like you not being aware of your titties. Like, I don't know.
Oh
I guess.
I don't know.
Excuse me, I'm very aware of my titties.
I can't help but be aware. But I mean, ours is right in our face. If we look down, that's the first thing you see. So I guess
females are crazy.
I'm saying. So that's a question.
Do you guys purposely try to show it more sometimes, or do you guys try to show it more, or does it embarrass you sometimes when you're not thinking a certain thing and then it just does it? It's like it has its own mind.
Did you look at it more, Char? Do you look at it more?
No. What I'm saying is, how do you guys control it? It has its own mind. So are you aware? Like, can you control it when it becomes so visible in your pants? Or it seems that way. You may not even be thinking. Okay, look, man, you may not be thinking about sex, and all of a sudden it just does its own thing, and now it's so visible.
Really?
You're maybe like at the bank trying to pay maybe you're trying to just withdraw this money from the bank. Maybe you're standing in line at McDonald's or something.
So you think some guys don't have control of their own body parts? Oh my God, I'm at the bank. Oh, look at that girl. Bam. Oh my God, I'm sticking out.
No, you guys cannot totally control it when that happens. No, if a really pretty girl goes past, if a really pretty girl walks past, don't act like it doesn't get a rise. You can't control it all the time.
That's what I was going to say, BJ. You've never had Char walk past you, so look.
Oh,
you won't be able to control
it
if he walks past
Char.
you.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh God, I can't go in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that clause, Kai. That's a good exception. You're right. Yeah. But outside of that amazement, can you control it?
Oh my God.
At that amazement, can you control it as a man? Just any man. All of you guys. I mean, come on, logic.
This is a better question.
Control. You gotta
hold on. We have 2.5 minutes, and this is actually a better question than what actually did come in. If your most ideal woman, like just everything neat, your most ideal woman walks past you, are y'all able to control it?
Yes.
That's exactly. That's kind of like what I was asking. Yeah.
I am. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was going with your question.
Yeah.
I don't see how.
Yeah, my dick doesn't control me, so yes, I have
Thank
complete
you.
control.
Char.
I don't believe you guys. You're human. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, and that's why so many people get in trouble because they're thinking with that head and not the head on top of their head or the head on their shoulder.
Char, who you dealt with, they may not have control over theirs like other men. Those dudes may be completely out of control. Which, yes, those guys can find themselves in awkward situations in public. Me personally, I don't have that problem.
Man, and I definitely had a
problem. All right,
well,
it's not who I deal with. I'm just saying, like, just human beings. I mean, human beings are made a certain way, and you guys are made a certain way. You have certain feelings we don't, and different, and your anatomy is not exactly like ours, and you can't always controlling.
Okay,
You guys
so
don't want to
every time
admit
a woman is walking
it
down
has
the street,
nothing to
she
do with
sees a
me and
guy
my
that's
men.
very
This is
attractive.
like totally just
She's
you
going
being
to
a
start
man.
leaving snail trails in her panties all over the place. Is that what happened?
Yeah, you see a good-looking guy, you automatically get moist. Like, oh.
Yeah, a lot of women do. They probably can't help it. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You guys are not being.
Oh, my God.
Okay, we got to take this show up another day. We got to continue this another day.
Don't put
Because
Kai in this.
obviously,
No,
I need some callers. I need some callers on this one.
Don't put Kai in this. So anyway, we only have 30 seconds left. This is our last show, our last live show of 2018. Next week we're on vacation, but we will be playing the most listened to show of 2018. So tune in then. And we will see y'all on next year in the future. What is that? January 3rd, right here on No Conduct Radio. So be safe, no drinking and driving. Peace out, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody, 2019. Woohoo! Everybody be safe and have a great holiday next week.
Hey, Char.
That went to you, no drinking and driving.
Woohoo!
Please check your blood alcohol level.
Hey, Char, you moist right now, right?
I'm what?
You moist right now.
Drinking water, BJ. You almost made me spit that.
Actually, listen, I'm having champagne, but that's not the point. I only had one glass. So that's not it. I'm just being me. This is just me being me.
Every single day? Quick, just question. Do you drink alcohol every single day?
Nearly. Not every day, just nearly.
Alcohol?
Nearly. The entire day today I had nothing until like literally an hour and a half ago or whatever. It's just one glass of champagne. So nearly every day, not every day.
So that's saying she never had a dry spell.
Maybe like a day or two. No pun intended. No, I don't have a dry spell. No pun intended. All right, guys. So you guys, but speaking of champagne, Happy New Year, everyone. Have a wonderful, safe week, and have a wonderful holiday next Tuesday.
Everybody out there,
that's all I can say.
We're going to get our P.O. box number where you could send her breathalyzers and help for her alcohol problem.
Send me champagne. No, send me champagne. That's my favorite. Not the extra dry, preferably a little crisp and a little sweet.
We're having our own little after show right now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a great week, everyone. Happy holiday on Tuesday. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.